Hi everyone, this is Bella. In today's video, we're gonna solve the first question here in Pyalgo. I'm gonna use Colab to run the code, but you can use any tools you want. I'll put it in the right side and let's get started. It's an implementation question with level 0. Here's a description and a story about the problem, but we don't need to read every single sentence, because if you scroll down a bit, this one is the most important part. We need to understand what the inputs and outputs look like, and then we should go back to the above to see if our guess was right. So let's take a look at the first example here. Each element in the list is converted into J, U, and N. So we can assume there is a specific rule, which could be a Morse code or an ASCII code. This example means we need to convert plus into 1, minus to 0, and remove all the spaces. And they all should be converted into a string. So I'll copy this string and we're gonna use the code we got from the ChatGPT last time. And I'm gonna add one more replace method for removing all the spaces here. If I run it, as you can see, it gave us the answer in binary. It should be converted into a string. So I searched it for the ASCII code table in Google. If you look at the image, there are decimals and hexadecimal numbers corresponding to each letter. So I'll start with char. If I write char 65, we get the uppercase A. As you can see here, uppercase A equals to 65 in decimal. Then we're gonna use ORD, which is also the built-in function. If I write ORD A, it prints 65. And then how can you convert this number into decimals? To do that, I'm gonna use int function. So I'll write int and copy this, make a string, and put 2 for the second argument. It means it is a binary number and it prints 106. What does it mean? I'll copy the number with char method like this. Then it prints out J. So each item in the list should be converted into an alphabet like this. Let's start by defining a function called solution here. And the result we're gonna return is an empty string because we're gonna append the data to this result using the for loop. For I in data, we're gonna append to the result. And this data equals to the string that will be converted from binary to decimal as we saw before. So what should be in here? The answer is this code replace method. It should be added to I, and finally we're gonna return the result. And I'm gonna execute this function with the data here. If I run it, we can get June for the result. If you look at the constraints here, it says the range is from 65 to 122. So you could guess it was an ASCII code question. The level of this question is 0, so you could submit your code even before you read these constraints. So we need to choose the best strategy according to the level because it can save our time a lot. I'll copy this code and I'll put it in here. If I submit it, we can see we all passed the test cases. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you guys in the next video.